Jose does that.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at Target Center with two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Well, Grant, tonight we've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Green. And it's Moody in at the 3. It's Edwards on the wing, defended by Podziemski. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
Despite what is a lock Hall of Fame career, Stephen Curry has no let-up. He is chasing excellence. The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Pass to Conley. Edwards with it. Shoots over Curry. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry. Outside Podziemski. Curry passes to Green. And here's Butler outside. And that comes off the assist by Green.
Now you can see that the ability for Jimmy Butler to put it on the deck will keep your defender off balance. That opens up the space for his three-point shot. How about Anthony Edwards? The bounce. Go ahead, Ant.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. It's a three-point game. Last time they met was in Minneapolis, where they beat the Timberwolves.
Last time these teams met, it came down to the wire. That bench play in that game was the difference.
Yeah, I don't think they win without the productivity they got from their bench. That made the difference.
There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside Podziemski. Pass to Curry. Inside. Outside Podziemski. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And yep, it's good.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Shoots. McDaniels can't hit.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Pass to Curry. Now here's Green. It's Podziemski on the wing. Rebound Minnesota. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Here's Edwards. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist. Edwards got 9.
Only in quarter number 1. He's put in 4 out of 5. Great start.
Outside Moody. Outside Butler. To the paint. Moody, good.
Now, Jimmy Butler has turned himself into a guy that can pick apart any defense you send in his direction. If he sees an opening, he will send it on time and on target.
Conley passes to Gobert. Lets it fly. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Adding the stat sheet, getting the board, and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. Outside Podziemski. Outside Moody. Pass to Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Yeah, this is what happens when you give Jimmy Butler a lane. He's going to make you pay.
Randall finds McDaniels. Back to Randall. Here's Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Podziemski. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Banked it in off the glass.
Over the course of his career, Rudy Gobert has become so much better finishing inside.
The Warriors have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. And no surprise, Steph Curry was the topic of conversation on how they'll defend Steph. Coach laughed, is there a way? I mean, this guy is not just a shooter. Steph's ball handling, his passing, it's what makes him an all-time great. It's always a pleasure to watch Steph Curry, and we get another chance to tonight. Guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And Minnesota with some changes. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for Anthony Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Conley. 1:05 left in the first quarter. The shot by Butler, no good. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 14-6 run. Reed passes to Randall. It's McDaniels on the wing. Outside, DiVincenzo. And it's off from three-point range.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Out left to the wing. Back to Hield. Butler surveying the floor. Clock at 6. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You can tell every time down the floor, Jimmy Butler trying to make a play, right there drawing contact.
Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors. 23 seconds left in the opening quarter. Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's Randall. Here's Reed. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Well, Naz Reid doesn't operate often in the mid-range, but if you concede it, he'll take it.
Pass to post. Hield for 3. Nails it from 3.
Oh, neither of these teams can miss. At the same time, neither is playing a ton of defense either.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Post in at the center position, locking down the middle.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Alexander Walker, the pass to McDaniels. No good on the 3. The Warriors leading. Hield on the wing, covered by Alexander Walker, and they pick up 2. Hield's got 5.
Well, Buddy Hield not backing down on the interior. He says, I've got more than shooting in my game.
McDaniels with it. Kuminga defends. Out to the wing. Reed for 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And Naz Reid has proven to be a matchup nightmare for opposing big men, Doris.
He has, B.A., and the reason is he's bigger and stronger than most 4-men. Traditional 5s are too slow to stay with him. He can space you out to the three-point line, or he can punish you on the inside. Naz has got big-time game.
Outside, Alexander Walker for 3. DiVincenzo. It's rebounded by Golden State. Left side Hield. And the 3 off target. The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. And out of bounds, the Warriors will take it.
You can tell the moment the pass left his hands, He knew he messed up.
Miller's checked in for the Timberwolves. Green's checked in for the Warriors. Pajimski comes in for Jackson Davis. Here's Green. Oh, look at Draymond flexing with that finish.
Well, Draymond Green has a terrific handle on the basketball. Superb at getting through the defense.
DiVincenzo finds Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. Outside, Alexander Walker launches it, and DiVincenzo hits from deep. DiVincenzo's got his first 3 points of the game.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
The three from Curry. For Minnesota, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Outside, DiVincenzo. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Left side, Curry. Back to Hield. Green with a screen on Clark. Hield. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Outside, DiVincenzo gets the 3 ball to go. DiVincenzo's got 6 points in the quarter.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside, Kuminga. Outside, Hield. The 3 is up. And the Warriors miss again.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
DiVincenzo with it, and it's Hield picking him up. Clark, the pass to DiVincenzo. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3. You're a good person to ask this, Doris. Why do so many point guards turn into successful coaches?
Yeah, I think, obviously, Brian, as a point guard, you're responsible for knowing every position on the floor, where they're supposed to be at all times. And you're also sort of thinking like a coach already. This person hasn't had a bucket in a while. How do I get them in a position to make them successful? So I think you're in control of so much as a point guard that it naturally translates to coaching.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr said of Jonathan Kuminga, we were trying really for a long time to get him to attack, get the ball in the paint and dunk it because he's unstoppable there. You just don't know when something's going to click, but it has clicked, and it's beautiful to see.
He has certainly found his lane, Allie. Thank you. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Jimmy Butler's checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Stephen Curry. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. The shot by Butler, no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Buddy Hield.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Moody on the wing. Three-pointer. Oh, Moody deadly from there.
Well, this guy has made giant strides in his playmaking. Nice setup by Buddy Hield right there.
Pass to McDaniels. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Warriors. Our 2K leaderboard showing stats from the real NBA. The best passing teams in the association. The fourth spot held by the Warriors.
This is a squad that understands the importance of being unselfish and moving the ball. You love to watch smart basketball like that.
Here's Butler. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Randall. Here's Green. Oh, Green right through the contact there.
Well, Draymond Green can dole out as much punishment as he receives, and right there goes into the teeth of the defense.
Right side, Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. 41 seconds left in the... Oh, hey! How about that?
Well, a little show and tell from the Butler. Jimmy giving the fans their money's worth.
Oh, Edwards bringing the heat.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Outside Hield. Back to Butler. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him, there's no doubt.
Edwards muscles it inside. Wow.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
With 4 on the clock. And Butler with the lay-in. Butler's got 11 points.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside. Where was the perimeter D on that one? You have to guard against all possibilities.
And so we wrap up the first half. It's Minnesota up by 6. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
These are returning from the court. And get ready for the big half-court shot. Drums. They're taking about the shot.
You look at the Timberwolves, they've been just solid at times. And at other times, they've been awesome. Fun team to watch when everything's in sync.
And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Warriors.
They're getting bullied on the defensive end. Punch in the mouth, kicked in the teeth, but they're still standing. That says something.
Yeah, giving up so many easy buckets. How are they going to still win this game?
That does it for halftime.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Hammers it home!
So nice.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Outside Butler. Pass to Moody. It's blocked by Gobert.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Butler with a steal. Now Green, defended by Gobert. It's blocked by Gobert.
One of the best to do it. Gobert adds another block to that career total.
Outside Butler. Oh, Butler getting aggressive.
Outstanding move in the lane. Just enjoy that one at home, folks.
No doubt, with some huge elevation on the finish. And Edwards slams it in.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Outside Podziemski. Here's Butler. And it's Butler who slams it down.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Here's Edwards. The kick out to Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Edwards. Drives to the hoop. And Edwards slams it in.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
Warriors trail by 8. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
He's getting loose and doing work. They want to talk this over and find some answers.
Left side, Podziemski. Second shot opportunity. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Getting it done inside. Edwards.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Outside Moody. Pass to Butler. Uncovered. And the Warriors miss again.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Butler on the wing. Checked by Randall. Outside Podziemski. Butler against Randall. Green, a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Butler with the bucket.
Boy, the footwork of Jimmy Butler, impressive. So good at finding room to get his shot off.
Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. DiVincenzo comes in for Mike Conley. Fields checked in for the Warriors. And Randall, no good on that one. Doris, you look at the tools McDaniels has on defense. He can be special.
He can. There's incredible length, the reach, the strength. McDaniels very much able to be a shutdown defender against the best offensive players in the game.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Gobert. Outside, DiVincenzo. The three-pointer off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Jimmy Butler attacking at will, and the buckets just keep coming.
Here's Randall, rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Warriors trail by 10. And here's Curry, a real weapon on offense, averaging around 24.5 a game. And he comes up with a bucket.
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Clark is checked in for McDaniels. All right, a chance to check out stats for Brandon Podziemski.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Clark against Hield for 3, DiVincenzo. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Down low. It's Podziemski on the wing. Curry looking it over. Outside for Green. The 3 is up. Green able to hit from 3.
Boy, the ability to stretch the floor of this team is special. And when Draymond Green is converting, turn the lights out.
Randall finds DiVincenzo. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually. Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
DiVincenzo on the wing. The 3. That's it. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 5 assists in the game.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. And Curry with the take. Drops in the layup for 2. Curry's got 8 points.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randall with a little flavor on the finish.
Warriors trail by 8. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Butler outside. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Now here's Clark. DiVincenzo on the wing. And another three for Minnesota.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
And so it's Minnesota finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. Back to the game after this break. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Kuminga is out there with Trayce Jackson-Davis. And it's Post in at the center position.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Out of bounds, it'll be Warriors ball. And Minnesota with some changes. Garza comes in for Minot, and it's Alexander Walker in for Ingles. And Curry's got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. Over Dillingham. Curry's shot is off.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Pass to Dillingham. DiVincenzo against Hield. Reed for three. Warriors with the rebound. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. And he lobs it up. Wow, Kuminga playing way above the rim.
You know if you're open, Stephen Curry has that team-first mentality. He will find you.
Reed passes to Garza. Back to Reed, and it's Trayce Jackson-Davis with a foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. And Minnesota making a change here. Minot's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Podziemski's checked in for Hield. Oh, had a nice open look right there. Alexander Walker's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Dillingham, and he banks in the layup. And it's an 11-point Timberwolves lead. The Warriors have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's Jackson-Davis. Oh, it's stolen. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Here's Minot. And another basket for Minnesota. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Here's Dillingham. He's covered by Curry. Pass to Reed. Fires the three. Connects from downtown. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Back to Edwards. Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards from behind the arc. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 5 assists tonight.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Shot clock at 6. Now here's Podziemski. Tight defense on him. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
And the shot's good.
Well, there's not a little bit of hesitation with Mike Conley. I know he's slight of frame, but he's thinking, I can score it in the painted area.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. Pass to Butler. Three-pointer. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 15. Conley looking for an opening. Outside Edwards. Soft touch off the glass. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Oh, they get a hand on it. And they're on the break. And several years ago, the NBA introduced the Supermax. How do you think it's worked out, Doris?
Yeah, I think every decision, Brian, that the league makes is trying to make sure that everybody has an equal opportunity for a championship. This particular implementation has made it easier for small market teams to retain their stars. And think about it. Even if someone signs it and then gets traded, at least those teams get an opportunity to get big draft capital. That's huge. Listen, it's only one miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Timberwolves.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Grant. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
NBA, can you say big time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well deserving of this win.
And with another win in the bag, they've racked up 46 total on the year. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Anthony Edwards.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
That's good from Hield.
For a guy with the shot mechanics of Buddy Hield, you'd love to see him get to the free throw line more, but it's really not his game. He is just a dead-eye three-point shooter.
35 seconds left in the fourth. Yep, that one goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
There's the triple. Drops in the three.
You can see Buddy Hield is now seeing the floor at a different level. Those assist numbers growing big time.
The three, DiVincenzo. The Warriors pull it in. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And now, time for our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.